You can only connect the dots by looking backwards, not looking forward. I didn't say that. Steve Jobs said that. I'm just using it to give you a position of where do we stand in the overall understanding of procurement portfolio management. In the previous videos, we have discussed about how to develop business strategies, procurement strategies, understand internal needs of the organization, and now we are in a situation where we are discussing how to analyze markets, and we are into video 6. Hello, today we are into video 6 of our continuing dialogue on procurement portfolio management, and we are entering into a very interesting phase where we are now ready to launch or discuss about the Porter's 5 forces and how they are applicable to the procurement portfolio. Michael Porter from Harvard Business School launched this concept almost 30 years ago, and to date these forces are applicable to understand how attractive a business is to us and to our business. Let's discuss them one by one and see how they're applicable to our portfolio management. The 5 forces comprises of new entrants, customers, substitutes, suppliers, and suppliers market. Let's discuss them one by one. We are into a suppliers market situation where it comprises of us as well as so many other contenders. And all we are trying to understand is what is our power and our place in this overall game. When it comes to new entrants, we need to understand how easy or how difficult it is for new entrants to enter into this market. Definitely, if it is easy for new entrants to join this market, it means that this market is not attractive enough for us, because discuss them one by one and see how they're applicable to our portfolio management. The 5 forces comprises of new entrants, customers, substitutes, suppliers, and suppliers market. Let's discuss them one by one. We are into a suppliers market situation where it comprises of us as well as so many other contenders. And all we are trying to understand is what is our power and our place in this overall game. When it comes to new entrants, we need to understand how easy or how difficult it is for new entrants to enter into this market. Definitely, if it is easy for new entrants to join this market, it means that this market is not attractive. Let's take an example from our famous brand Tesla. Is it easy for new entrants to join this market and jeopardize their position? If we are talking about a regular car, maybe a Ford or something, yes, other contenders could join in and jeopardize their position. When it comes to Tesla, it is not easy to come as a new entrant into an EV market, an electric vehicle market, and then just jeopardize their position. So new entry into such a market is not a viable option, and it is only made possible by Tesla because Tesla has created a product differentiation for themselves whereby they take another example from airline industry. It looks difficult, but when it comes to launching a new airline, these days it's not that difficult. Anyone can lease aircrafts, get some legal approvals, and then launch an aircraft company. So new entry into aircraft industry is not that difficult, which makes aircraft industry vulnerable. Let's talk about customers. Are customers powerful enough, or is it vice versa? Again, take an example from Tesla. Tesla has created a position whereby customers do not have much power to switch them around or ask for a discount, because there are diversified or multitude of customers who buy Tesla. This is just not one body, and it was only possible because of the product differentiation that they have created. And a vice versa example could be of again an airline industry. Customers at any point in time, at their whim, can switch one flight to another because of the price war that happens all over the industry. Force number 3 is the power of substitutes. Can you switch coffee with tea or tea with coffee? Yes, you can. Similar is an example of, again, an airline industry. Is it possible for you to switch an airline with another transportation? Let's say a train or a car? You can. Can you switch Tesla with any other car? At this point in time, it is possible. You don't have to buy an EV car. You can go to a regular car. However, it all depends on your preference. But again, coming back to the same example, Tesla has created such an advantage over their product range that people are kind of forced to buy the same products. So in that case, substitution in terms of airline is easy. Substitution in terms of Tesla will be difficult. All right, what is the power of suppliers? In any industry that we work, there's always a set of suppliers that you work with. Be a raw material supplier, be a finished goods supplier, be an input supplier of your product. It depends on the relationship and what suppliers are producing. If there are less number of suppliers, if they are producing a unique product, then these suppliers are in demand, and then that puts suppliers into a powerful position compared to a fact whereby you are producing lemon juice and there are umpteen number of lemon suppliers in the market, which means that you have a much bigger power on the price as well as the availability of lemons. Contrary again to our previous examples that we have discussed about Tesla, which has both pros and cons discussions. Tesla in their income statements or in their balance sheets have declared that they work with unique number of suppliers. They have specialized suppliers, which means that there are only few suppliers who can supply to Tesla. So it sounds like suppliers have much powerful position when it comes to supplying to Tesla. On the other hand, Tesla in itself is a unique product, which means that those suppliers most likely can supply to Tesla only, and Tesla, because of the economies of scale, is the only partner who can purchase such stuff. So in case of Tesla, it is kind of a to and fro argument whether supply is in a powerful position or is Tesla in a powerful position. However, depending on the situation, you have to gauge and judge who's more important, and this especially applies to the field of procurement, whereby in the field we have to somehow create an aura which gives supplier an understanding of how important we are for their portfolio. The final force that we are talking about is the suppliers market. Yourself, your competitors in the overall market situation, also called competitive rivalry. So every industry needs to understand where do they stand, where do they belong, and what can they do to distinguish themselves amongst the overall market conditions. Few factors that companies do to make sure that they stand out is improving their competitive advantage by making their products unique, finding a way to reduce competition, as well as spending more on their marketing schemes, building up their brand equity to keep them afloat above the rest of the teams.